Kimberly, Charlie, allow me to propose a toast to the unicorn. May it soon become our horn of plenty.
Well, I'll drink to that, Eliot.
To us. Hello. I've talked to you.
Hey, excuse me, I'd better pick up some booze, huh?
Would you care for a drink?
No. What happened?
Oh, I did as you asked.
Did you go to April's apartment?
Yes, I parked the car outside.
Did you see the letter come down?
Oh, I dared not blink as I followed its path.
Did you see where it landed?
You know, the way the wind was blowing, for a minute I thought it was going to land in the river.
Thinking it landed in the river isn't good enough. I have to know.
Oh, but fortunately, Raven's Declaration of Independence from Motherhood landed just a few blocks from the apartment. Oh, would this be what you're looking for? What is the rush? I'm curious to see how eloquently you abdicated your responsibility to your son. To whom it may concern, I, Raven Swift, mother of Jemison Swift, do hereby give Mr. and Mrs. Draper Scott full and complete permission to raise my son as their own with complete Ooh, this is odd stuff.
How come the only thing you ever eat is chocolate? Okay. Now look. Jamie, I'm sorry, but I just don't have the time to spend all day with you. Do you understand? See, I have a life of my own to live. No, thank you. I don't want any chocolate. As hard as that is for you to believe. Just be quiet for a while. I gotta get ready. I swear there is nothing more selfish than a little baby. Where the hell is that babysitter? I mean, why can't I hire someone that's here on time for a change? If that's not her, she's fired. Well, you are a very lucky young lady. Huh? If you would have come here 5 minutes later, you would have lost yourself a babysitting job. You are a half an hour late. You think I'm going to wait around here all night for you?
Don't you, Mrs. Swift? I'm sorry, but the bus was late.
What was your excuse yesterday?
I told you. My boyfriend gave me a lift, and we had a flat tire on the way.
I see. Tell me something. Was that the same boyfriend who was here last Friday?
Pardon?
Don't think you're fooling me, honey child. You can't kid a kidder. I know that your boyfriend was in here and the two of you had a great time drinking my liquor and necking on my couch.
That isn't true.
Your name is going to be mud if he ever comes in here again. You understand? The only boy I want in this house is Jamie. Do you understand? Do you understand me?
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Now I've got to call and see if I still have a date.
Yes? Oh, yes. Yes, put her on. Raven, you at the restaurant?
No, I haven't even left the house yet.
Oh, well, that's okay anyway. Because I've got a half hour's worth of work I can still do here at the office.
Oh, good. You forgive me then?
Oh, of course I forgive you. It's a woman's prerogative.
I can't believe it. I have finally found a man who understands that women have prerogatives. I really like you, Chief. You think, you could like me a little bit?
I think I could like you more than that. Goodbye, Raven.
Anyway, Logan thinks that we should push for an indictment with the material we've got. Then I told him I thought that maybe we should get a couple more witnesses lined up just in case.
Well, he's the DA. It's his prerogative. I mean, I think he'll handle things well.
By the way, I guess you've already heard about the latest development in his case.
No. What are you talking about?
He's your friend. I'm sure he's told you.
Well, I know A little bit about what's going on in his life, but he doesn't talk about his personal problems often.
You mean he didn't tell you about the latest stunt that Raven pulled? You know, I honestly, sometimes I think that some kind of police action should be taken against that woman.
Police action? Why?
Because she destroyed personal property. Valuable property. Now, that's a crime, isn't it?
What did she destroy?
She destroyed a letter. It was the personal property of April Scott. She wrote this letter to April Scott, giving her total permission to raise Jamie as her own. And Raven thought that it would be disastrous if it came out in court, and I know it would. So that's why she got rid of it.
She got rid of it? A second ago, you said she destroyed it. What did she do with the letter?
She literally threw it off the terrace. Now, that's the same as wanton destruction of property, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I'm telling you, Chief, she destroyed valuable evidence, even if the trial hasn't started yet.
Wait a minute. Is somebody bringing... Is April Scott bringing charges against her?
No, April isn't going to do something like that. Somebody should. Somebody ought to talk to Logan. You could, you know.
Me? Talk to him about what?
You could talk to him about doing something. He's letting this woman walk all over him. First of all, she steals the baby right out from under his nose. And next, she destroys the most important evidence in this case yet.
I'm sure Logan has reasons for handling things the way he is.
Oh, you want me to tell you what his reasons are? He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He doesn't want April to get involved in another courtroom scene.
Deborah, I honestly don't know what I can do about it. I can't tell Logan how to think or how to feel. And as for his wife... Are you so sure she's acting maliciously? Now, this is her own son. In the eyes of the law, the only thing she's doing is recovering her own child.
You're not siding with her, are you?
Well, aren't you just siding against her?
Hello, gorgeous. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were talking to a policeman. Or should I say, police person.
I thought we were going to meet downstairs.
Well, I thought I would come up here and drag you away from your office. I thought you got awfully tired of looking at cops all the time.
Don't you ever do that to me again. Raven, I mean it.
I don't know what I did that was so horrible.
You came barging into my office unannounced.
Well, I didn't mean to catch you with another woman. I mean, I know you have to work with Deborah Saxon.
You made me look very unprofessional.
I thought it would be a pleasant surprise.
Well, let me tell you right now, I don't like surprises.
Oh, really? Well, then why don't you go to the bar and get the check for the drinks and take me home right now? If that's going to be your attitude, we might as well call this whole thing off because I happen to be a woman full of surprises.
I don't know what kind of a woman you are.
Well, if I keep you guessing long enough, you'll never take me for granted. And that's what I want.
So, maybe that's why I always have this uneasy feeling that every time you want to see me, there's a reason. A mysterious, hidden reason.
All right, look. There's no use in hiding this anymore. Derek, I have a full confession to make. You see, Derek, actually, it's very simple.
Oh? I've never taken anything you ever said or done at face value.
Of course, you realize by now that I am not the shy, retiring type.
Tell me about it.
When I see something I want, I get it. And I want you.
Why?
You sure don't know how to take a compliment, do you? Because I like you. Because I think you're very attractive, very intelligent, very sexy. As a matter of fact, you're the most attractive man I met in a long time, and I think that the two of us could have a lot of laughs together.
You finished?
Yes.
So you think you found the way to a man's heart is through his ego, huh?
Look, Derek, I just want to be friends.
Well, I hope you forgive my skepticism, but I've found from past history that you may want something more than just my friendship.
Well, I do think that you could do a lot of good things for me.
You want to use me?
Well, let's put it this way. I'm not asking much from you. I just want you to help me and guide me and indulge me and pat me on the back when I do good and tell me when I do wrong.
Sounds to me like you want a guidance counselor, not a friend.
Oh, yes. And you must never, ever complain when I don't listen to you.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun talking to the wall.
Derek, I want to change. But it's going to take time. And I need the patience of a man like you.
Raven, all you want to do with me is just play games.
You won't let me. You won't let me manipulate you, and you know it, and I know it. And I like that.
I think you're a very attractive woman, Raven. You know that. Now, this friendship you're proposing, what's in it for me?
What's in it for you?
Yeah.
Well, I have a lot to offer the right man. What is she doing here?
Hello, Chief. Raven, I'm sorry if I'm disturbing you.
So are we.
Quite a coincidence seeing you here.
Look, Deborah, if you want some ketchup to put on your pâté, we don't have any at this table.
I have a message to deliver.
You're not going to tell me I'm wanted at headquarters?
No, it's nothing like that.
Is it so important that you had to come over here and disturb our privacy?
Well, the message is for you, Raven.
Oh, it is?
Your nurse called headquarters a little while ago looking for you.
How did she know I was there?
I guess you must have mentioned it to her.
Well, what did she want?
I don't really know, but I figured being the concerned mother that you are, you would want to check in with her and make sure that everything was all right.
Of course I do. Sorry, Derek.
It's all right.
You'll excuse me.
You certainly look like you're having a good time.
Aren't you on duty, detective?
As a matter of fact, I'm not.
Well, you could be.
Yeah.
Gloria?
Mm-hmm.
It's Mrs. Swift.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Swift. What can I do for you?
What's the big emergency? Why did you call?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, wait a minute. I just got a message that I was supposed to get in contact with you.
Why would I want to... No, Mrs. Swift, no, no, it wasn't me.
Jamie's okay? There's no big catastrophe?
No, things here couldn't be better. I just finished giving Jamie his bath, and I powdered him, and, in fact, I was singing him a lullaby when you called. That's what took me so long to answer the phone.
I see.
Yeah, whoever told you I called must have gotten their signals crossed.
Okay, well, keep up the good work, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, sure, bye.
Someone is playing games with me.
Yeah, this is police business. Reconnect me with Special Operator 4, please. Well, with a little cooperation from the phone company, it shouldn't be too hard to get that number.
And getting her address will be a snap.
There is one thing you haven't told me, however. Once we get this address, exactly what are we going to do with it? Hello? Yeah.
I love your persistence, I really do.
What I can't figure out is why you're not responding.
I just told you a minute ago that I thought you were a very attractive woman. What more do you want?
So what are you waiting for?
Want me to tell you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's because I have absolutely no intention on getting involved in a love triangle.
Derek, you told me you were not involved with another woman.
I'm talking about Eliot Dorn.
did you ever get the idea that Eliot and I are having some kind of affair? Derek, we are just friends. I mean, so what? Don't be silly.
I don't think it's silly.
Eliot and my relationship is purely platonic.
Raven, I'm not going to call you a liar, but from the way Eliot leers at you, it's very difficult for me to think of you two as just being friends.
So Eliot enjoys looking at a beautiful woman. I think you're just jealous.
Don't tell me you're friends. He's your lover.
What is this, intimate secrets time?
I would just appreciate an honest answer for a change.
Who put you up to this? Logan?
What makes you say that?
Because every time Logan sees Eliot and I together, he thinks the worst.
So, you two have been linked together before.
Look, whatever Logan told you about Eliot and I is not true.
Getting a little defensive.
I don't have to defend myself to you, or anybody else for that matter.
My instincts as a cop that when somebody throws up a smoke screen like you're doing, it's usually because they've got something to hide.
All right. I'll admit that when Eliot and I first saw each other, there was a attraction, but it passed. Besides, he has a girlfriend now.
Oh, Charlotte?
Mm-hmm. They make a very cute couple. He adores her.
I'd like to meet this Charlotte sometime. Why don't you see if you can arrange a double date for us?
Wait a minute. Logan couldn't have put you up to this. He never gossips.
What are you getting at?
I bet I know exactly who it is that has been poisoning your mind against me. That little red-headed tramp of a detective of yours.
I don't appreciate your referring to Deborah Saxon like that.
Of course, I realize she could tell lies about me. She hates me.
Look, I know you two have had hassles over Logan's son, but that's a pretty strong accusation.
Well, it's true.
Why would she do something like that?
Because she's insanely jealous of me.
I've never gotten that impression.
Well, she can't seem to keep a man of her own, and she sees that I have a corner on the market.
I think we'd better change the subject.
She's probably afraid she'll turn into old maid Saxon before long.
What are you talking about? I happen to know that Steve Guthrie has asked her to marry him several times.
Oh, right. Deborah probably cornered him during some drunken binge, and he was so blitzed that he thought she looked pretty good to him. And then, when he found out his mistake, he went to you and asked you to send him out of town, right?
I want you to know that I hold Deborah Saxon in the highest regard, both as a detective and as a lady.
Well, I think you are a poorly misguided boy. And personally, I think it was a big mistake, whoever it was that hired Deborah Saxon in the first place.
Well, I don't think so.
You know, you could do us both a big favor. Why don't you send Deborah Saxon out of town? Permanently.
Here we are, 4D.
Well, do you want the honors or shall I?
Be my guest.
All right. Well, no answer. It's a little strange.
Sure we have the right address? 417 Coriander.
All right, that was my what my friend at the telephone company said was the address that corresponded to the number Raven called to talk to the city.
I don't know why anybody isn't answering. I can hear a television set.
I'll just keep trying.
Yeah, who is it?
Is this the Swift residence?
Well, who wants to know?
I'm Detective Calvin Stoner, and this is Detective Saxon, Monticello Police Department.
Swift residence.
Yes, may I speak to Mrs. Swift, please? This is Eliot Dorn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dorn. She isn't in right now, but I could give her a message when she gets back if you'd like. Is that okay? Oh,
Let me
wait.
take it for a minute.
Hold on a second, okay?
Hello, Eliot. How are you?
Who is this?
Oh, I'm sorry you didn't recognize my voice. It's Deborah Saxon.
Deborah, what are you doing there?
Oh, well, I heard that you were looking for Raven. I thought I could help you out.
Can you?
Yes, I know she's dining at the Fisherman's Net. And I really hate to tell you this, but she's not alone. I think you're being too timed, Eliot. She's with Derek Mallory.
I've got no intention of getting rid of Deborah. And I've got no intention of giving you any information on Logan.
All right. From now on, the conversation will just be about you and me.
As long as you stop trying to manipulate me into doing your favors, we'll get along.
Okay. Can I turn over my new leaf tomorrow, though?
What's the matter with tonight?
Well, I just have one little favor I want to ask.
I think I better check in at headquarters.
Oh, come on, Derek. You have to ask permission of your superior officer.
I'll be right back.
Come on.
I'll only be a minute.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
No. I thought we had agreed to forsake all others, my pet.
How dare you follow me? Will you get out of here?
I have more right than you know, darling.
You don't own me, and you never will.
I'll get you to come around to my way of thinking. I've got something you want very much.
Don't flatter yourself.
Cute. I was referring to a letter.
We've already dealt with that.
You do remember the letter, don't you? That sparkling piece of prose you penned.
So?
Giving Jamie lock, stock, and diapers to the Scots? I have the original. Application form is Smith. I can't guarantee you anything, but why don't you drop by at the club tonight, and you can see how we operate.
So here you are. I've been calling you all morning.
Okay, Miss Smith. Well, then I can expect to see you sometime tonight.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dorn. I'll see you tonight.
Hello.
All right, what did you mean last night? How could you possibly have that letter?
Oh, I knew that would intrigue you. Did you and Derek Mallory have a nice chat after I
No,
left?
we did not have a nice chat, and I want to talk to you, Eliot, right now.
I'd love to, darling, but I'm very busy. That's why I came in early
Damn
myself.
it, Eliot! What is this, some kind of a joke? When you want to punish me because I had an innocent dinner with Derek Mallory?
You have never had anything innocent in your life. And if you want to know if this was a joke, no, it wasn't.
Well, you couldn't have that letter because I burnt it right here at the Unicorn.
You burnt a letter, darling, not the letter.
It was so the letter. You think I don't recognize my own handwriting?
Raven, you burnt a duplicate.
I did what?
You know, I think I've been hanging around you too much. I've caught several of your worst traits. Remember when you asked me to stand outside April's penthouse and watch for unidentified flying objects?
Yes, and you found it. I saw it in your hand.
Yeah, I found it about a block from the terrace where you threw it from. Oh, pardon me. From the terrace where the wind blew it. I had enough time to go to a duplicating center, and I had a good copy made. That's what you burnt.
Why?
Well, I thought you might like a copy for your files. Here.
It's not the original, is it?
No, darling. It wasn't the original. The original is in a very safe place.
All right, Eliot. Why are you doing this to me?
Because I thought it was about time that I had the upper hand in this relationship, darling. You've had it your own way far too long.
What do you want? Is this blackmail?
Oh, no, darling. I want you to know who your friends are. And your friends are not Logan Swift or Derek Mallory. Do I make myself clear?
Ah. I mean, what do you expect of me? First you want to go to bed, then you want to stay up. I think all you really want to do is complain, and you get that from your father. It's Probably the neighbors. I hope they want a little kid to take home with them, a naughty little boy, because I got one.
Hi.
You go to hell.
Oh, that's no way to treat a friend.
Look, I don't want to see you. I don't even want to hear from you again, you damn blackmailer.
Oh, what's your language, darling? There's a baby present.
Yes, well, I'll just put him away so I can use some language on you. Come on, we're going to bed.
Oh, cute mommy.
You can just cry all you want to. I don't really even care.
Wonderful.
Jamie, now will you please be quiet? Okay, you're next.
Next one to go to bed? That's okay by me.
The next one to not give me any more trouble and leave my house. I refuse to let you blackmail me with that letter.
It hurts to have the tables turned, doesn't it?
I'd like to turn a table over you. How about a chair?
Oh, Raven, you know why I'm here tonight. It's to sign a peace treaty between us.
Yeah, well, blackmailers don't make treaties.
I'm not a blackmailer. Blackmailers want money. All I want out of you is you.
Didn't you get enough of that before you blackmailed me?
That's not what I wanted, darling. I'm an exclusive person. I don't want to share my woman.
I have told you so many times you're the only man in my life. Why don't you believe me?
You must be kidding. With your track record?
Oh, I don't believe you. You begin to sound just like my husband. What is this big deal you have with fidelity?
Raven, you'd scratch my eyes out if you caught me with another woman.
You're right, I would, because it's true. I've seen how you played around with those little girls at the Unicorn.
I'm in love with you, Raven.
You're what?
Never mind. Oh, I'm sorry, you probably don't understand the word. All I can ask you is to feel flattered that I keep the letter. It shows that I care enough about you to want to have a hold over you.
Yeah, I'm real flattered.
Well, I promise you, you'll get that letter back. When I think the time is right.
Look, if Logan Swift gets that letter in his hands for this custody battle, I will kill you.
Don't worry about the letter. It's safe in my office, away from prying eyes. That's where it stays. As long as you have eyes only for me. Do you understand me?
I never could resist a rogue. And you're the best. No, Eliot, I can't go. I told you it is out of the question.
Stop playing hard to get. It's one of your less convincing roles.
Look, Jamie has to watch his favorite cartoon program, don't you, Jamie? And I promised I'd watch it with him.
Bring up that teenage nanny who looks after Jamie so well, and we'll be off to the Unicorn. Come on.
Is that a suggestion, or is that an order?
Raven, I was hoping you'd be a better sport about all this.
I'm sorry, but I get a little upset when I get blackmailed.
Possession of that letter does give me exclusive option on your affection. But is that so terrible?
Oh, I see. All you have to do is snap your fingers and I come running. Is that it?
Oh, the arrangement wasn't intended to be quite that rigid.
You mean I don't have to salute you or anything?
Look, Raven, if you can't muster up enthusiasm to come with me to the Unicorn, just say so and I'll go by myself.
Relax, Eliot, relax. Actually, the truth is I have been cooped up with this kid in the house all day, and I am sick and tired of looking at these four walls, and if I hear one more gurgle or a mama or a cry or anything, I will scream.
Spoken like the devoted mother you are.
I will call Gloria.
Good.
Hello, Gloria, darling. How are you?
Who is this?
This is Mrs. Swift.
Oh, hi.
Look, I know this is kind of short notice, but I was wondering if you could come over right now and look after Jamie.
What do you think? I'm on 24-hour call?
Well, we rely on you, and it would be a personal favor.
Gee, I don't know. It's awful short notice.
If you're over here in 20 minutes, I will have an extra 10 for you. How's that?
Tell Jamie I'm on my way.
Yes, okay, goodbye.
Bye.
That 10 is coming out of your pocket.
A small price to pay for your company, sir.
Well, why don't you stay here and play with Jamie while I go put something on my body to dance in?
Already?
Hello, Raven.
Surprise, surprise.
I thought we should have one of those civilized chats you're always asking for.
How'd you find me?
It's not really important, is it? I know where you are, and I'm here. I know quite a lot, actually. Oh, it's just like old times, isn't it, walking in on the two of you?
Hello, Logan.
Look, Eliot came over to buy some food for me so I wouldn't have to leave Jamie, and then,
Sure he did. How you doing, Slugger? Sorry to find you in such bad company.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Logan Raven is legally separated. I have every right to be here.
Eliot, you would have a bad influence on the Nazi party, let alone my son. I think you should stay out of this.
He's an invited guest, which is more than I can say for you, and how'd you get my address?
What difference does it make? I'm here.
Was it that red-headed blabbermouth?
Oh, Raven. All right, it was Deborah. So what?
She is turning into an anti-Raven task force.
She's concerned about Jamie's welfare.
The poor girl. Isn't it blatantly obvious that the only reason she's helping you is so you'll notice her?
What are you talking about?
Of course, you haven't been noticing redheads lately because you've been so interested in honey blondes.
Boy, you do live in your own world, don't you,
It
Raven?
makes a lot of sense that Deborah can't get anywhere with you since you've been chasing after the widow Scott.
Hope you don't expect me to justify myself because you're going to be sadly disappointed. I'm here because I don't like the way Jamie is being treated, and I expect that to change radically and soon.
I am taking excellent care of Jamie.
Excellent care. When Deborah and Calvin came here, he was alone with some reject from a home economics course. You call that excellent care?
That's a lie.
Logan Raven has been a diligent mother.
Stay out of this.
I see through your plot. You just want to discredit me for your custody trial.
I just want to be sure that Jamie is well taken care of until the courts can settle this mess.
Well, he will be, and when they do settle this mess, he will stay right here, so you better get used to it, seeing as you don't have the letter.
I think I'll bring the car around front. Nice seeing you again, Logan.
You better leave, too, because my babysitter's going to be here any minute, and I have to get dressed.
Raven, I need to ask you a favor.
What?
I want to spend a few minutes with Jamie. I haven't seen him in a long time.
No.
I won't try anything. I promise.
All right.
You hungry? You hungry? Here. You want this? How you doing? You look pretty good, all things considered. I think you've even grown a bit. Oh, yeah? Sure hope this hasn't been as hard on you as it has on me. I wish you could talk. It's very important that I know if your mama's taking good care of you or not. Guess we'll just have to hang in there for a while longer, won't we? We'll all be together soon. You, me, your grandma Geraldine. The place hasn't been the same without us. Certainly hasn't been the same. We got quite a homecoming planned for you. You know that? Balloons, cakes, ice cream, the works. No judge in his right mind would keep you from that. Hope not, anyway. Yeah, I'll get it. You wait right here. Yeah?
Oh, I work here.
Doing what?
I'm the babysitter.
Oh, my God. You're the trained nurse, right?
Say, who are you anyway?
I'm the baby's father.
Oh. So, you're the reason she's in such a sweat about going out, huh? What happened to the other guy?
What was your name again? Gloria? Was that it? Gloria?
Yeah. And look, God, I hope your wife's gonna get the kid to bed before she leaves. I don't want him up all night.
Yeah, I've heard you're not too fond of children on the whole. Not that I blame you, of course. They're pesky little things, aren't they? Always crying or
Say, mister,
wetting themselves,
what are you
something
getting at?
foul like that, right?
Listen, Mrs. Swift, I don't like the way your husband talks to me.
Well, don't listen to him. Will you stop making trouble for me?
Raven, I'm not going to have Gloria here looking after our son.
Why not?
I've had some reports on her, and I don't like them. I think we can dispense with your services tonight.
You can't do this. You have no right. Don't listen to him.
Look, I just came here to babysit your son.
And you've been fired. I thought I made that pretty clear. Look here. This is for your trouble.
Logan, wait a minute.
I'm leaving.
Good.
You know, I didn't want to come here tonight anyway.
Then
Gloria.
we're both happy,
No,
huh?
Gloria, come back here.
We got rid of her, didn't we?
You had no right to do that.
I have every right. I'm the child's father.
I have a date now. What am I going to do for a babysitter?
I will be happy to look after him for you.
No,
How's that?
thank you.
I don't play your games, Raven. If I wanted to steal him, I'd have walked out of here while you were changing your clothes.
Well, I let you stay up here because I knew Eliot was downstairs and he would have stopped you.
You really think so? Let's give him a chance. I'll go down right now and tell him you can't make it.
Wait a minute. Wait, I've got an idea.
Wait, you're not taking him to that disco.
No. Would you consent if Mrs. Goodman came over to take care of him?
Yeah. If she's available, she'll be fine.
All right, well, I'll find out. Hi, Miles. This is Raven Swift.
I'm glad you're home.
Raven, what can I do for you?
Is Mrs. Goodman there? I really want to talk to her.
No, as a matter of fact, she's not.
Well, do you know how I can get a hold of her or where she is?
Her number's in the book, Raven.
Well, look, I really need her to come over here and sit with Jamie tonight. I have to have a babysitter.
Well, she's not with us tonight. I don't know what kind of plans she's made. Why don't you give her a call, find out.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Goodbye.
Well, darling, I can see why you wanted me to keep you company tonight because there is nobody here.
Maybe it'll pick up later.
Well, come on and be my first dance.
No, wait a second. I have to check in with Charlie. I want to look over the receipts.
Come on, you don't need an adding machine to tell you what business is like tonight. Besides, if you can't make any money, you might as well have some fun.
Words of encouragement to bolster my confidence. Thank you, Raven.
Come on, Eliot, I can't go out there without a partner.
Listen, in a disco, anyone is everybody's partner. You just go and enjoy yourself.
You are no fun.
Run along.
Hey, hi, D. What can I get you?
All right, Charlie, make it the usual. Make it a double.
Hey, you gotta take it easy with that stuff, huh?
Maybe if I drink enough of this elixir, it'll affect my vision. Make me see double the amount of people that are here.
Yeah, well, the crowd is a little bit disappointing.
It's downright depressing.
Well, look at it this way, Mr. Dorn. There's only one way we can go, and that's up, huh?
Or out.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Dorn, we've got a bit of a problem.
Tell your problems to the bartender, Mr. McGrath. That's his job.
Hey, don't be surprised if we're going to be dancing by candlelight. We've got a problem over here with the electrical system.
That's what I need, more good news.
Hey, now look, I can keep the system running and risk shorting it out, or I can shut down. Now, what do you want me to do?
I want you to fix the system, Mr. McGrath.
Hey, look, Mr. Dorn, I can run the thing, but I can't fix it. I'm not an electrician.
Hey, look, there's a zillion wires attached to that light board, Mr. Dorn. Now we gotta call in somebody who knows what they're doing.
I keep forgetting. Mr. McGrath's specialty is puppeteering. Now, why don't you whip me up an electronic puppet?
Mr. Dorn, my puppets can help you out around here, but not in that department. I'm sorry.
Mr. McGrath, I'd appreciate it if you fix the system. Excuse me.
Hey, listen. Don't you fiddle around with something you know nothing about. The last thing we can afford right now is to start paying workman's comp.
What is Mr. Dorn's problem? He is always coming in here dumping on me.
Well, he's just a moody guy, that's all. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Hey, look, I'm gonna go check on the fuse box.
Now, wait a minute. I got something here. I don't want to be responsible for this. Come on. What's in it anyway?
I'll tell you what this is, Charlie. It may not look like much, but it's an old friend of mine's home. I was out on the street the other day and I ran into this guy and he said, "Hey, how you doing, kid?" And I come up with, "Hey, Charlie, Disco Danny is my name and I am the baddest dude in town. Give me 5.
Am I going to give you 5? You got it there, Dan.
Hey, Charlie, where's my main lady?
Well, you just turn around right over there.
Okay, buddy. Hey, woman, how you doing, baby? I tell you, when this little lady here does a dance, she is sheer poetry in motion. See ya, poetry. Whoa, baby! Beat it, Chop. Hey, baby, how about the next dance? We can really get down at the unicorn.
Check it out. Eliot, look at this.
Excuse me. The show's over. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Mr. McGrath has something to do. Why don't you all just keep on enjoying yourself?
Hey, Mr. Dorn, don't you think they really like my puppets?
What was that all about? Did I give you permission to show off your puppets?
Hey, I was just showing the guy to Charlie, and everybody crowded around, and they really seemed to like it.
That's what happened, Mr. Dorn. I mean, those kids were drawn to those puppets like bees to honey, right?
You were paid to take care of the lighting system, not to bother the customers. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I don't want to see hide nor hair of those pesky little animal friends of yours, if they make one more unscheduled appearance, you're all sacked.
See what I can do to keep the lights running.
Thank you.
You are an A1 killjoy, you know that?
I love you too.
Those puppets were fun, something that this place is lacking.
Listen, I'm running a discotheque, not a showplace for some teenager to show off his animal friends.
My, aren't we in a foul mood?
I'm sorry, Raven. I didn't mean to be cross at you.
All right, baby. What's the matter?
Do you know what the matter is? I had visions of this place packed wall to wall with people. Maybe if I dressed that irresistible body of yours in a scanty waitress's uniform.
Wait a minute. How could you even think of me as a waitress? That job is so common.
Well, you could earn some pocket money and support me for a while you're waiting for Jamie's inheritance to come through. Providing, of course, you keep the custody.
Well, I will keep the custody because with that letter gone, Logan is all but conceded.
Not gone, Raven. Hidden. Not gone.
Eliot Dorn, sometimes I wonder what you're thinking. But let me tell you something. If that letter ends up in Logan's swift hands, I will kill you.
Don't worry about it, darling. That letter is safely tucked away. And as long as you keep your end of the bargain, it will never see the light of day.
How could you possibly stoop so low as to blackmail me into your love slave?
Blackmailing is such a vulgar term for our arrangement. Seeing that the only payment